So this morning, I came out and was checking on the babies, and Charity, our English Angora doe, was due any day, and today, I guess, was that day because there are babies in her nest box. So in here, we currently have two does, adult does. One is Sequoia, our French Angora doe, and then the other one is Charity, our English Angora doe. And Sequoia has a 3-week-old litter in here, and Charity just gave birth yesterday night or today. And this is her nest box. Sorry about the glare. 3-week-olds have taken to resting in her nest box, so her babies are covered by 3-week-old babies. All right, so let's see if we can get this nest box out. All right. So I have moved some of the babies, and you can see back here we have her 5 babies. So we have 3 harlequins and 2 looking like normal white or orange ones, but they could very well be torts because the mommy is a tort, and that's kind of hard to tell when they're newborn. But so they're 5, and they're really pretty and healthy. The problem is going to be, how is Charity going to feed them? In our rabbit colony, we have had this similar problem where the older babies will snuggle with the little babies, and the moms will try to feed the little babies, but the older babies will get all their milk, or the moms will just stay away from the little babies because the older babies are in there. So we need to make sure that these babies get fed. So I have thought of all the different ways I could separate Charity, but we have limited cage space, and we have to wean these 3-week-old babies in a week or 2, and we have to make sure we have cage space for them, and then shuffling rabbits around. There's not really going to be a good way to move Charity and her babies out and then have cage space for them permanently, because with weaning we need more cages and all that stuff. So I've decided that this nest box and these babies are going to stay in this cage with the old babies and all the moms forever, until they're old enough to come out of the nest box, and then once they're old enough to be weaned, they will be weaned. Twice a day I will take all the big babies out of the nest box and give Charity the opportunity to feed them, and if she does, great. If she doesn't, we can help her, force her to feed them. We're just going to have to, it'll be more work and more stress and more hassle, but because you don't have that many cages to separate everyone with, we're just going to do it like that. And we're going to do that for the first week until these older babies are weaned, and then it'll just be Sequoia and Charity in here, and then her babies will have free reign of the place once they get out of the nest box. So that's our current plan. So it is the next morning, and the baby Angoras are now officially 1 day old. They've been alive for 24 hours at least. So we're going to check on them and look at all these big babies snuggling with them. We're going to get you guys out of the way. Alright, then we'll do a quick check on them. Let's see. So you look good. No wounds or bruises. You look good. You look good. They don't look super fed, but that's okay. Sometimes it takes up to 48 hours for mama's milk to come in. So by next morning, if they aren't fed, we'll do something about it. But we are going to give Charity a chance to feed them. We're going to put her in the box with them so that she can have an opportunity to feed them. Her milk might not have come in yet, and that's okay. But if her milk has come in and she hasn't been able to feed them because the older babies are there, then I want to make sure when the older babies are out of here that she has a chance to feed them. So she just hopped in the box, and now she's back out. So last night I kind of forced her to be in there with them, but they didn't look super fed, so her milk might have not come in. No, you're not allowed in there yet. Let Charity do her thing. Let her do her thing. Maybe I'll put her in there and kind of force her to be in there for 2 minutes, and then if she feeds them because her milk is in, great. If she doesn't because her milk isn't in, that's alright. But maybe I'll, here we go. Maybe she's doing it. Maybe. Let's see. Do you want to? My job now is to keep the babies out of there. No. Yeah, let's kind of force you to see. Are you going to do it again? Come on, figure it out. You can figure it out. Good job. No, you have to stay out. Yeah, I'm just going to force her. So I put our nest box on the grooming stand, and I'm going to put Charity. I'm going to carry her over, bring her in, and then we have this piece of wood, and I'm going to put the wood atop the opening so that she can't get out, and then count to 120, and then put her back. And that's what we did last night, and hopefully this works. or if it doesn't, that's all right, but I really do hope she is feeding them now, but it's not super worrying because it could take longer. So she finished feeding them, hopefully. We put the nest box back in the cage, and let's see if they look full or not. This guy, kind of full. This guy looks kind of full. Let's see about these three. Not really, and not really. So these two were kind of up here, while these three were kind of back here. So I don't know if some of them nursed a little bit, some of them didn't. I don't know if her milk is in all the way. We're not going to worry. We still have till tomorrow morning for her to nurse them on her own, and for her milk to come in. So if it doesn't come in by tomorrow morning, then I'm going to force her to feed them more forcefully and less just like, hey, you want to feed them? So today was a good day. They're healthy, they're good, they have the chance to be fed, everything's going great. So these little babies want to get back in with their siblings. So, well, I guess they're half siblings, but there. So we will see you tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's the next morning, and I wanted to update you. So you saw yesterday morning when I tried to have Charity feed her babies, she really didn't do it good. They didn't really get any milk. Well, last night, which you didn't see, last night I didn't film, but she fed them pretty good and they were nice and full. So this morning, hopefully they get full, but they have at least had one time where they got full. So that's good. So today we're going to see if they can get full again. So we have the babies ready, and now we're going to put Charity in. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So I left Charity in there for more like 4 minutes instead of 2 minutes, just to make sure everyone could get a chance to get fed. And we have several babies who look pretty good. Not super filled up all the way, but nice and filled up. We have one or two who didn't really get to her as much as the others, so they're still kind of skinny, but so far is doing good. We're gonna put them back in the cage and see you later. So right now we're filming inside the garage where it's a lot less windy and cold. There's snow blowing outside and it's very windy, so it'll be easier for you to hear me in here. So I believe the last clip you saw of me checking the rabbits was yesterday morning. So last night I checked on them, and I was very, very sad to see that there was one baby bunny who had died. He was dead. He looked kind of crushed and skinny and not very good. So we removed him from the nest and we fed all the other babies. Some of them got a little bit of food, but most of them didn't. They're acting kind of weak and lethargic and not, strong enough to nurse. But whenever Mama's on top of them, they are trying to nurse. But whenever they're not with Mama, they're kind of acting just slow and moving very slow and kind of bad. So this morning I came out and I found another dead baby and one who had disappeared. So where we had 5 babies, now this morning we only had 2, so that were alive. So we put them on Mama, and they were nursing okay, but I don't know if she doesn't have any milk. I don't know if her milk is being drank by the big babies, but she's just, they didn't get very much food. They were kind of maybe a little bit fed, but they didn't look very much fed, and so there's nothing really I could. So now these guys are very slow moving, lethargic, just, not moving because I guess they haven't been getting enough food. So this is Charity's 5th litter, and her only litter that survived to be sold was her 3rd. First time she didn't nurse her babies, and I ended up trying to bottle feed them, and they all died. Second time she killed them and ate them. The 3rd time she was a dream Mama. She was super good and great, and it went amazingly, and we sold her babies and everything was great. 4th time they were all in the nest box cold, and I tried to warm them up and they all died. And this time now she doesn't have milk, or something else is the matter where they're dying very slowly. So I'm not going to breed her again. Charity is our only English Angora. We have transitioned from selling French and English Angoras to more just French Angoras. So my plan is to sell her to someone who wants a fiber rabbit, or I guess if they want to try breeding her again, they can. But I will make sure and tell them that she has not been the best mom. She gets pregnant just fine. She has okay sized litters for an Angora rabbit, but she's just not very good at taking care of them. So that is a sad ending to the breeding career of Charity, the English Angora rabbit. And these babies, hopefully, maybe they can hold on. I give them 4 minutes, which is twice as long as they should get, to have the opportunity to nurse on her. And it's important because they need colostrum and not just milk. So we don't have any other rabbits really who are giving colostrum right now, who would be good to nurse on them. So while they are still 2 alive in here, they're not. I don't expect them to be alive for much longer. So this was kind of a sad video, and I like to keep videos happy, but I feel like it's important to share things that aren't happy, because oftentimes with rabbits, things die, rabbits die, problems happen. So whenever something bad happens on our farm, or rabbits, or anything really, we try to learn from it. So learn what our mistakes are, or what went wrong, and then how to correct them, so next time it goes better. So now I'm thinking, well, the problem was there was big babies in with the little babies. We had 2 litters together at different ages. Next time, I'm going to make sure to breed those who are living in cages together, make sure and breed them at the same time instead of at different times, so that their babies are the same age at the same time, so you don't have this problem in the future. But I don't know if the big babies were the problem because Charity is nursing them, or they're getting drinks from her. I don't know if that is the issue, or if Charity was just a bad mama and didn't produce milk. So I don't know if it was the older babies doing things and causing problems, or if it was Charity being a bad mom causing problems. So either way, we're not going to have Charity have babies anymore, and then we're going to have the babies be all the same age. So both of those potential problems will be negated next time we have babies, and hopefully next round of babies is much, much better. Another dead baby. We have 1 left. Hopefully it survives.